Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vic Slain Hope, and I got another video for y'all. And this video is basically about how nobody really care about the black man. You know what I'm saying? The black man don't care about the black man. The black woman don't really care about the black man. Like, nobody really care about the black man. And it's funny because this video is really about stress. I want to talk about how much stress that we go under, right? Like, which a lot of times it leads to to high mortality rates amongst black men, right? Like, black men are the ones who are leading in suicide rates, right? We are leading in homelessness. We're leading in incarceration. We're leading a whole bunch of things, right? That's why people love to run around with the quote that Malcolm X said in like the 50s or the 60s about that the black woman is the most unprotected, right, person in America. And to an extent, that's still kind of true, right? To an extent. But would I say the most? I don't think so. And I think that people have a problem with really seeing the actual facts, right? This is why it's a rhetoric that they push out there to kind of like have us just trying to look in the black woman's direction, but we're not really looking at what's happening to the black man. We're not really looking at the issues, right, that are encompassing our communities, right? So because if you want to talk about the black woman is the most unprotected in America, or the black woman is the most whatever they trying to paint, right? So why is it that black men are leading in homicides, like being killed, right? They're leading in being a victim of a violent crime, right? Crimes committed against our men are leading them, right? They're leading in incarceration. They're leading in homelessness. They're leading in unemployment. They're leading in so many negative things, right? And it's like we're not even looking at that. They leading in suicide rates. They're leading in high stress levels, right? Black men even die, or men period, but they die quicker than the black women, right? So, like, why are we not talking about these things, right? And the only thing that I could come up with, the conclusion that I could come up, is that people don't care about the black man. They really don't. Like, and you know, they feed, these people feed enmity, and they fan the flames between the black man and the black woman, and which is one of the reasons why we can't come together and work together and do things, right? For example, I put that thumbnail up because it's like here we are, right? Tyrese, you know, he went to the internet and he was talking about how he hasn't gotten to see his daughter in 2 years, and he started crying. He had a breakdown. That's a mental breakdown, you know what I'm saying? Like a pain and anguish that he was going through. And people started laughing at him. People started using it as memes. Like, the suffering of this man was not important. You know, it was funny. People laughed at it. They made memes. To this day, they still sharing those memes, right? Like, we laughing at somebody else's pain because he's a man. You know what I'm saying? If a woman, like, let's think about it. Let's just be real. And I don't mean to do the man versus woman thing, but I just want people to really see what's really going on. If a woman sat there and did that and said some man was playing with her kids or so forth, right? People wouldn't be doing that. We wouldn't be doing the same thing. Come on, let's just keep it real. Kanye West had a mental breakdown. You know, he became a meme too. People was laughing at his pain, his hurt, his anguish, call him crazy, right? Because this is how we dismiss. This is how we dismiss that people are really struggling with certain things, right? That's how we dismiss it. We just call them crazy and make memes about him and laugh at him. Now, Will Smith, that might be a little different because everybody talk about the difference, but even when it comes to this woman told him she had an affair, right? A lot of women came out and was defending Jada and was like, oh, Will Smith probably cheated too. I'm like, let's look at what's in front of us. Why are we looking at the hypotheticals and whatever? Let's just look at what happened. She's telling her husband on national television about an affair she had. And you could tell Will was trying to play it off. Like, his eyes looked crazy. Like, you could tell he was trying to play it off, the whole situation. But like, it's just, again, you could tell, man. Anybody that was looking at that man's face could tell how he was feeling and what he was going through to a certain extent. So, and there's countless examples of how the balance when it comes to accountability, or when it comes to like the mental health, or care for a woman, is totally different than when it comes to for care for a man, right? And a lot of times you see online, they might say, oh, well, why didn't you talk to somebody, or like, come talk to us? But that shit is bullshit. That shit is bullshit. And I could talk from my personal experiences when I have tried to talk and communicate about certain things, right? Like, it's either not really heard, it's either dismissed. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, at some point, bro, we gotta figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta do it for us. Like, that's just the bottom line. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is why I be trying to encourage like black men to, like, you know, it's already bad enough, like, we be warring with each other. You know, like, we out there in the streets worrying about what one of our brothers might do to us, and then you come home, if you got a girl, if you got a spouse, then you come home and it's like another war, right? It's another like men be so worried, like we just be so stressed, man. Like, so this is a statistic, right, that men die earlier than women. And the reason they said is because women tend to check themselves up more than men. And there's truth in that, right? And the other side of that is that men are under a higher stress than women. They're under a higher level of stress. Now, for example, if the man has to be the provider, this is something that God created, right? The man, he created, you know, he was created with a little more strength. He was created with a little more this, a little more that. So he has that stress of having to take care of his family. This is a man feels good about being able to take care of his kids, his wife. Like, he feels good about that. So when he's struggling, when he's not making enough money, or when there's monetary issues in the house, that bothers him. That bothers his stress. Now, let's not add if you got a bad partner at home that is bad mouthing you and it's not contributing to your peace of mind in the house. Imagine you already stressing, going to work, stressing about how can you make more money to appeal to your children and your family, and then you come home and somebody's in your ear, and somebody is like, and then your home is not even a peaceful place for you to like rest, for you to like, you know, think in a better way. You know, it's not a conducive place for you, right? So just think about those things, right? We are under a lot of stress. We under a lot of pressure. We are under a lot of pressure, right? And sometimes the partners that we pick are not helping. So, and I say that, and I'm gonna get to, because look, it's more pressure on the man, because look, a woman without a man around, she can go get public assistance. You know what I'm saying? Like, the availability of certain things for women, for like some type of care and like aid for housing, or for like food, or for like certain things, are there. You know what I'm saying? It's a little harder for men to kind of get some of these things. But it's easier for women, especially women with kids, right? Because some women will come here and say, oh, how you going to say, you know, single mothers be stressing. You know, they always, I'm not trying to do a competition of the sexes. I'm just saying that black women actually get incentivized to not be with a black man, right? Or not have him in a household, or not have him around, right? It's almost like they give you more money for not having him around. Public assistant they're going to cut that check. So I'm just throwing that around to show the levels of pressure. And I'm not saying that black women are not under pressure, but this video is for my fellow brothers, because at the end of the day, we are the ones that are leading in suicide and all these other things, right? We're the ones that are leading in those things. So I just wanted to talk about stress, man. I get it. Like, I know sometimes we be in a tough place, and we might not have nobody to talk to. And we don't have nobody to hear us. And, you know, sometimes when we get around the bros, we don't even want to talk about our issues. We just want to drink them away, or do drugs, or we just want to talk about something else to distract us. But we need to figure out ways where we could talk about our stuff, man, because we need it. So I wanted to give y'all some tips. Some of the things that I kind of like when I'm stressed out, or when I feel like my mind is not there. Some of the things that I like to get into, so that I can kind of like alleviate myself. You know, so one of the things is read scripture, right? And if you're not into God, if you're not into religion, maybe meditate, maybe do yoga, or maybe just read something else, a self-help book. But just read something, right? In the morning and at night. Read it in the morning before when you first wake up. You know, it's good to always read and put something good. And I say scripture because it's been proven. Well, it's been a research on research and statistics, right? That people who believe in God or have some type of like religious belief, they tend to deal with stress better than the person who don't. So that's why I mentioned religion. So if you could get into a scripture and read it in the morning and the night, that's one thing that you could do. Number 2, you must rest properly. A lot of us is not getting a lot of the rest that we need, and it's gonna bother your body. If you're not sleeping properly and getting at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep on a day-to-day basis, it affects your body in certain ways that you might not even know. So it's very important that you get rest, adequate rest. You know, number 3, remain physically fit. Like maintain a fit body. Working out is very good. It releases hormones, right? It creates testosterone, which is very good for men. So it does a lot of things for our body. Not only do we look good, when we look good, we feel good. And part of maintaining a physical fit body is also nutrition, right? Also eating properly, eating proper things. You know, try to work on your diet and try to work on your working out to stay in shape. Number 4, always make money. Like always figure out a way to make money, side hustle. You know, again, like when we have money, we feel good about ourselves. When we feel like when we don't have money or we are short on money, we start to stress. You know what I'm saying? So all of these things I'm trying to tell you is about alleviating stress. So always try to figure out how you're gonna make money. And of course I'm talking about in a legit way. But always figure out a way on how you're gonna make money. And if you already got a job, always figure out different ways of different income coming in, you know, that relieve stress. And number 5, bombard yourself with positive things. You know, a lot of times our mind spirals into negativity and there's stuff going on around us, and we just start thinking about a lot of negative thoughts. Sometimes we got friends that put negative thoughts in our minds, and you gotta remove yourself from that stuff. You gotta get away from all those negative thoughts and all those negative people. I'm telling you, man, there's gonna be people in your life who are gonna steal from your peace. They're gonna steal from your energy, and you have to protect that. You know, you have to protect your energy. You have to protect your peace at all costs. You come first. Put yourself first. You come first. You can't take care of your family if you're killing yourself. If you're stressing yourself out, if you're putting yourself in harm's way, you can't be there for your family in a productive manner. Because you could just be around, but if your mind is not in a sound place, you barely could really be there adequately for them. You could bring money, but like sometimes people need more than money from you. You know, so take care of yourself, brothers. And like I said, man, like don't kill yourself for nobody. Do not. I'm telling you, do not sit here and kill yourself for nobody. And if you gotta cancel somebody, cancel them. That's it. Whether it's a partner, as a family member, as a friend, you people who are draining you and stealing and bringing misery around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get rid of them. Like, that's just the bottom line. So, hopefully this video is beneficial. It helps some of us get it on track, get the ball rolling, and you know, get us in a place where we're kind of like trying to like relieve a lot of our stress. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. If y'all like the content, y'all like the video, make sure you share it with people that you care about. If you agree with it, and make sure you like it so it can circulate. All right, let me know what y'all think though. Peace. Have a good one.